Welcome back to the channel and happy disc golf season. We are finally getting some nice weather here up in Michigan consistently, so that means it's time to get out and film more videos. And hopefully you watched my in the bag video already, because I filmed that one today too. But now we're getting our first new swag versus the bag video in, and we're doing it none other than the Ricky Wysocki Proto putter from Discraft. I have not thrown this thing, but it's got no numbers as of this filming. Doesn't even have a name, but it sure does feel pretty good. It's a little bit deeper of a putter than what I normally carry, the Emac Judge. It is a lot deeper and more of a blunt nose, but I do like the raptor skin on top. So I don't know what that is. They probably did like a ghost stamp on there, like with a matte type of stamp. But it feels good. It feels like it's got a lot of grip. So we are at a brand new course today. We're at the Shadyside disc golf course, and this is a brand new course. I think it's less than a month old if I heard correctly. And it's a real nice 9-hole course in Mount Clemens, Illinois. Woo! You can tell it's been a long winter. Mount Clemens, Michigan. I don't live in Illinois. Anyway, brand new course that we're going to check out. And it's 9 holes. It's got a mix of long throws, short throws. So we'll skip a couple of the longer holes for the purposes of doing a putter video, because I can't throw a putter 400 feet. I'm not Simon or Eagle. So that brings us to hole number 1, 277 feet. And we're going to give the Proto putter the box. And we've got a right to left wind. So let's see if we can get this thing up there. Man, I think it's got some surprising beef to it. All right, Caleb, pink or blue?
Pink.
Pink. All right, we're going with pink. There it goes. Oh, turn that one over. All right, well, both of them got some long putts, so let's go see if we can hit like a 35-footer. All right, we left ourselves a little bit of work. We got our first putt, and I've never even putted with a dagger before either, so this will be interesting. So we're putting straight headwind right now, but from that throw, this thing's pretty stable, so let's see if we can get up there. Oh, you know what? It's pretty straight. I didn't get enough on it. I will admit, it's a little gun shy with the headwind, but I'm gonna go ahead and tap this out, and then I'm gonna go putt the pink one. All right, let's go see if we can get the other one. All right, this one's a little bit longer of a putt, but more familiar of a putter. So let's see if we can get this one. Oh, man. As I said, more familiar of a putter, so I could kind of play the line. But that's not bad, though. I think that's a good match so far. 1-1. Let's move on to the next hole. Okay, we skipped a couple of the long holes. Now we're over at hole number 4, 226 feet through the woods. You can throw, if you're a lefty like Caleb, you could go around the outside with like a zone. If you're righty, I guess you could go around wide as well. We are going to try and go right up the gut. There's just a little bit of drift from right to left, so we'll see if we can give the Proto at least some ante and let it come over, because we already know the Judge is going to do that. So we're going to start off with the Judge, since the Proto had the pad on the last hole. So we're going to try and go right up this center gap. Woo! Come on, come on. All right. The thing about those Judges, they glide. That one went a little long, but a fantastic line. That's exactly what we wanted. A little bit high and a drift left to right. We got a little bit of a tailwind, and we know this one's more stable. So we're going to try and do the same thing with this one. We got over on it. As you can see, it's already flexing out. And that one went way deep. So that thing's got some glide as well. So we'll get that dialed in. Let's go putt. A little past the basket into the woods and do a little bit of a straddle. See if we can get this Proto putter out. Oh! So low ceiling shot. See if we can get the judge up here. All right, this one's a little bit further out, but that's okay. We're more familiar with this one. Whoa! Oh, come on! Ah, my goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and just butt these in. There's one. All right, could already tell that the Proto is definitely more stable from the flights. So that's an adjustment I gotta make. I think I gotta flex them a little bit more on those longer putts. And the judge just does judge things. So let's move on to hole 5. Still all tied up with pars. So next hole is 222 feet. It's really hard to see. It's up and to the left around all these trees. So we're gonna throw these on a hyzer and see how well they hold. See, Judge had the box last time, so we're going with the Proto. This one should actually work really well because we're just gonna try and hyzer around everything. All right, come back, come back. All right, that should be like a 25-footer. Now that one, I threw that hard and it kind of started to flip up. I don't know if you could see it, so I gotta make sure that I really keep this on a hyzer because these will stand up and just glide straight. So I'm gonna try the same shot, maybe not as wide, with this one. There we go. Come on. Okay, those should be in fairly similar spots. So let's go see how far from the basket we are. These are both pretty similar. The Judge was a little bit further out, but got a little bit more push to the right. So that's it's pretty neat. Oh, a no chainer. All right, let's see if we can get this Proto putter. I do like the beat. It feels familiar, just familiar enough. Okay, I do not blame the putter for that. That was just a soft shot. But again, I probably would chalk that up to just familiarity of the disc, because it's deeper than my normal disc enough to where I don't get the exact same grip, so I'm not as confident with it. Kind of the same reason I switched from the Pixels, because the Pixels are a little deeper and I had to change my hand motion to get it to go. So even though the Judge got the birdie, I don't blame the Proto for that. That was my bad. Okay, hole 6 on the course, hole 3 for us, 288 feet, straight down past the geese, and pretty straightforward shot. So I'm gonna go with the blue Emac Judge this time, slightly downhill, see if we can get it up there. Oh, come on, fight back, fight back. Well, I gotta say, it went exactly where I was aiming. I threw it straight out and it flipped up and went straight out. This one will probably get a little bit of hook for me if I throw that exact same shot. So see if I can aim a little bit better for player 2. There we go, stable out, stable. Yeah, exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Good correction. Actually, that was all the discs. I feel like that was the same line. Just you can see the stability of the Proto pull that thing over to the left. So we got a long putt on one and a decent putt with the other. So we'll see if we can even up the score. All right, so the Judge was a little bit further out, just like I thought, because it just rode really straight. We'll see if I can put it in. Oh, I threw that nose down. That was a lazy putt. All right, let's see if the Proto can even the score, because this one was pretty parked. Boom. So now we're at 1 under for each. Move on to the next hole. So we had to jump over to hole 8. Caleb very gently turned that way to hole 7. I'll blur out the license plate. I understand it's a new course, people. But what are you doing? Why are you parking right in front of a basket? Seriously. So we had to skip that one. So this one is 298. It is up and to the left. From here, it's actually a fairly straight shot with a little bit of fade, but you just can't see the basket from here. So the Proto has the bag, or has the tee pad, I'm sorry, And we're going to see if we can just keep it fairly close to the line here, and see if we can get that up by the basket. It is downhill, so we should have no problem getting there. Oh, way inside. I'm gonna have to go find that one. That was definitely a bad throw on my part, but let's see if we can get the judge up there. All right, that is not high enough to really fade. Might have a long putt at it, but we're gonna go fish the Proto out of the woods. Thankfully, we were right on the edge, but I don't really have a backhand shot. So I was not planning on trying this, but we were gonna try a forehand. So it's not on my to-do list for putter video, but we're gonna do it anyway. See if we can get up there. Still in the wood line, but we're up there for maybe a leaner putt. So we left this one plenty short, which I'm not surprised. So let's see if we can get this one up there for a putt. No way, go in? Oh, almost. Now we gotta dig the other one out of the tree line again, so let's see if we can find it. Oh, I see it. Looks like it's gonna be another forehand out. Oh, right at the pole. That's what I wanted to do on the first time out of the trees. So let's get a par and another par. All right, so I would say surprise to no one. Proto's not gonna make the bag. Same, I won't say a problem, but the same difference I had with my Pixels is the same thing with this. It's just too deep for me to be comfortable. I just don't like the hand fill. I like the flatter, smaller shoulder and the flatter profile of the Judge. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Proto. I would say flight-wise, the Proto reminded me very much of the Jury. If you remember our Jury video that we did, because you got your Judge, Jury, and I'm still waiting for the Executioner. But we don't have that one yet. But very much feels like a Jury as far as flight. Kind of, if I were to put numbers on it, I'd probably say like 2.2402. It's probably what I would put on it. No turn, definitely some beef, a little bit of glide. So that's what I would go with. It's not going to make the bag, but it is definitely a good disc. I do like the skid on top. So make sure you check it out if you're interested or looking for a new putter. And then make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out our sponsors down in the description, and we'll catch you in the next video.